This man turned his daughter into a dog. He showed no shame, and proudly presented her as the result of his experiment to the public. His name was Tucker. Once the poorest scientist, in just 2 years, he created a talking synthetic beast, which caught the attention of the government, and he quickly rose to become the nation's alchemist. Tucker's name soon spread far and wide. One day, Edward heard about Tucker's work, and decided to visit him. However, when he entered Tucker's lab, he was confronted with countless failed experiments. As a genius alchemist, Edward filled Tucker with envy. It turned out that in just a few days, the nation was due to hold its annual alchemist evaluation. If Tucker failed, he would lose everything, and return to his impoverished life. Tucker felt heavy-hearted every day, dreading the future with anxiety. No matter what, his young daughter, Nina, continued to support him. Nina was not afraid of hardship, unlike her mother, who had left the family. Even if her father lost his status, she would stay with him forever. Nina was innocent and naive, believing that her father was the kindest person in the world. She had no idea that an inescapable nightmare was approaching. When Edward and the others visited Tucker's home again, this time, there was no laughter to be heard. The house was dim and silent, and Tucker crouched in the corner, smiling as he showed off his latest experiment. It was a talking dog. However, when Edward locked eyes with the dog, he instantly understood the truth. 2 years ago, Tucker had turned his wife into the first synthetic beast, and in doing so, became a national alchemist. Now, in order to pass the upcoming evaluation, he had turned his daughter and the dog into synthetic beasts. 2 living beings, lost their essence, because of Tucker's selfish desires. Yet, Tucker still failed to see his mistakes, claiming that everything he did was for the progress of humanity. Anger caused Edward to attack Tucker, but Nina stepped in front of him, repeatedly asking if her father was in pain. Even though she had become a mindless synthetic beast, she still unconditionally cared for her father. But Tucker only cared about the government-certified badge, hoping that this test would allow him to pass. Edward looked at everything in front of him, and collapsed. He couldn't understand why such a simple title could cause someone to fall so far. He sat helplessly in the pouring rain, his heart filled with despair.